VB, there's something you need to see.
What's going... Oh my I'm Vibby, and on this episode of A Space Alien Explains, Area 51. Before we begin this, I want to say thanks to Echo Winter for suggesting this episode way back in April. I'm so sorry it had to be this way. It seems that one of the unexpectedly hot topics of today is Area 51. We all turned into conspiracy theorists virtually overnight because of a post. Thanks, Facebook. I have a feeling that's not the first time that's happened. So you want to know what they're really hiding at Area 51? You've come to the right place. As your friendly neighborhood space alien who possesses way too much knowledge on all things nobody wants to know, I believe I can provide a few answers. The thing is, your guess about what's really at Area 51 is as good as mine. But history can help us fill in those blanks about what's there in the present. So let's get educated. Area 51, officially known as Groom Lake or Homey Airport, is a top-secret United States Air Force facility located in Nevada. The Air Force claims that the base is an open training range, but the details of the facility's operations aren't publicly known. The site was acquired in 1955 when the CIA began Project Aquatone, which was centered around the development of the Lockheed U-2 reconnaissance aircraft. Because of the extreme secrecy surrounding this project, it was decided that tests and training could not be carried out at Edwards Air Force Base. Project Director Richard M. Bissell Jr. started searching for a suitable testing site, and decided on Groom Lake in Nevada. It was out in the middle of nowhere, and the dried-up lake bed made a perfect landing strip. Thus, Area 51 was created, and the seeds were sown for a plentiful harvest of... conspiracy theories! Oh yeah, and at one point they called the place Paradise Ranch because they were trying to encourage workers to move there. Eventually, they just shortened it to The Ranch. My guess is when the workers got there, they probably realized this isn't a paradise at all. It's just full of f***ing sand and rattlesnakes. Aw damn it, got bamboozled by the government again. Since then, the site has been used for the development and testing of experimental aircraft. Past projects include the A-12, SR-71 Blackbird, and F-117 Nighthawk. Area 51 also had a role in Project Half Donut, which actually has nothing to do with the creation of the tactical donut. What the f*** is a tactical donut? Of course, if you're using experimental aircraft you can't talk about in a place that everyone can see, the f***ing sky for example, you're going to have a lot of confused and scared bystanders. Naturally, the experimental aircraft flights spawned a lot of UFO reports from both citizens and pilots in the area, since they had no way of knowing that these strange flying objects were actually new Earth technology being tested, and people involved with the project weren't allowed to talk about it. It makes total sense that everyone would start crying alien. But wait, Vibby, if Area 51 is top secret, then how do you know this much about it? So the government didn't publicly acknowledge that Area 51 actually existed until 2013. A Freedom of Information Act request was filed in 2005, and so declassified documents on Area 51's history and purpose had to be released. The people of today actually know more about Area 51 than anyone else has before them. What I'm saying is we've already twisted the government's arm into showing us them aliens, and they had no aliens. All you have is me.
What a disappointment.
You too, Pask. So let's say you don't believe me. You want to take that chance and Naruto run over with the Karens and Kyles to the Nevada desert. What are you going to find there, and most importantly, what could possibly go wrong?
Getting shot.
That's what could possibly go wrong. The perimeter of the base is marked out by orange posts and patrolled by guards in pickup trucks and camo. Signs posted around the base do say that use of deadly force is authorized against trespassers. The borders of the base are also littered with security cameras and motion detectors. There may even be motion detectors on the highway leading to the base to warn guards when people are approaching. Expect a lot of intimidation by security, or, an arrest or heavy fine. Push it too far, and you might find yourself opening up a fresh, shiny can of I can't believe I'm dead. So I would recommend against breaking into Area 51. Even if you do somehow survive or not end up in jail, I feel like you'll be more disappointed than anything. The alien theories really do hype up the place too much. And I'm not even there anyway, so what's the point? But you know what's been around way longer, and no doubt has even juicier secrets? The Vatican. Hop to it. Ball's in your court, Europe! Now if you'll excuse me, Pask and I are going to be doing some adjustments to our trajectory, so we'll be in orbit over the perfect spot on September 20th. I have a feeling this is going to make a great video topic in about 50 years. Hi everyone! Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. This week's featured Vibisona is by PoppyPops11 on Twitter. Link to the artist page is in the description. If you'd like to create your own Vibisona, use the hashtag on the screen and you could get featured. And of course, here's some comments from the last video. If you found this episode helpful for your Area 51 invasion plans, please be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. If you'd like to support the channel, I have art commissions and a Ko-Fi page available. Buy me a coffee and I'll make you a little sketch as a way of saying thanks. Links to all that, as well as links to my social media, are in the description. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you real soon.